Video, I'm going to show you how you can edit your audio in Premiere Pro and how you can also adjust the fade in and fade out in Premiere Pro. Right, so what I really like about Premiere Pro is you can play around with the fade in and fade out of your sound, like Camtasia, the only thing you can fade in is the entry and the exit scene, but in Premiere Pro you have more flexibility. And I already come up with some kind of pattern in here, as you can see that like it is, let me just scroll that more so you can see. So here there is like the audio starts from, maybe this is a 5%, and it goes up until it gradually fade out in the first entry. Now you're not just limited on the first scene, because you can even put in a fade in and fade out to the middle of the scene. So let's say in this part in here I wanted, so let me play that. So I want this one to have a fade in and fade out. So what you can do is just look on the effect controls, and that can be found into the windows, and go in, make sure you check this part in here. So once this part here is checked, the effects control is checked, you should be able to see this one. So currently the audio has different I think different parts, which is the volume, channel volume, and panner. Now I just want to attach the volume of the audio. Like it has a bypass and level. So levels is like how loud or weak the audio is. Now if you want to come up or to add a fade in and fade out into your audio, what you can do is, let me just open.
This is like ceiling.
So I'm gonna put in here a level. So you click this one, this icon to add keyframes, and then on the keyframes, maybe here we can just keep that way there. So I'm gonna add another keyframes, and then go back in here. I want to start this audio, but before that I would like to add another keyframe. So I want to touch something in here that it has a fade out and then fade in. So like it has this smooth like flow. But before that, I don't want to touch the other like area of this audio. So we want to add another keyframes at the end. So we click that one, and then I will add another keyframes in here. Click, and now we can start then stretching this down so it has that fade out effect. So another one in here, I'm going to touch another keyframes and click that, and then there. So again, the reason why I added an end keyframes in here, because I don't want to touch the succeeding, audio there. I just want to have this fade in and fade out effects in this area. Okay.
This is like ceiling.
So we can have that thing over there.
This is like ceiling.
Yeah, so that's just how it works, guys. You can play around. I don't know if you're able to see the system audio while I am recording, because I probably did not configure my Camtasia. I use Camtasia when recording, but that's just how you can add and fade in and fade out to your audio into the Premiere Pro. All right, so I'm gonna show you how you can copy paste a scene correctly in Premiere Pro and avoid overlapping issue. So let's say you have this scene in here that you want to copy paste, and maybe you also want to remove the audio in it. Okay, so what you can do is Control C to copy it, but don't paste it on the same place because it will overwrite the scene. So instead, what you can do is just drag in these I'm not sure what's the name of this one, but this is like a guide or a navigator thing. Let me know, guys, what's the name for that. But yeah, so I'm gonna use this thing in here to zoom in and zoom out the scene, and then drag this over this arrow in here and paste the scene on an empty timeline to avoid overlapping issue. So I'm gonna Control V now. So I have that scene in there. And then we can then start it dragging over to that area. Now, if you don't want to overlap this audio in here, like maybe you just want to like grab a snippet of scene on that and just keep that audio there, what you can do is remove the audio in this scene by right clicking it and go into this arrow. You click this arrow to see more options, and then you unlinked the scene and the audio, so you can delete the audio. So click on the unlinked, and then you can then remove that by highlighting the audio and hit delete. Okay, now we can then start putting that and overlapping that onto the scene. So that's how it works. And yeah, I think this is super helpful if you want to overlap things in Premiere Pro. And one of the samples I created, let me just remove that. I don't know why I can't remove it, but it should be okay, delete. One of the sample I did in here is this one. So this scene is, we don't want this scene to be on that part. So what I did instead is I copy paste this scene in here, this hand, and then I remove in the audio and put that scene to overlap the boxes. So yeah, it's just a trick that will save your life from doing and putting over in After Effects and stuff. So that's how it works, guys. And if you have any question, again, don't forget to comment down below. And I have a lot of Premiere Pro tutorial. You can click on the link description for more videos. Thank you and have a great day.